Thank you for the introduction and for inviting me to speak to the conference today. It is pretty exciting, and it's also exciting to see that it's on the same day as the announcement of the growth plan. It really gives an opportunity also for me to speak to you about some of the opportunities that we at the Ministry of the Environment see around how we can sort of work on the greening of the economy. There's no question that the world is very different than it was just about a year ago. It's a world where economic growth and prosperity are going hand in hand with sound environmental stewardship. And there are obvious advantages for our health and our environment, but greening the economy is also the best way to create wealth sustainability, to ensure that future generations have the foundations for prosperity and the quality of life that's at least as good as ours right now. So science and innovation are going to be key to this future. Businesses and governments worldwide are reacting to environmental and economic pressures and are working to capitalize on the opportunities associated with building a new green economy. There are significant opportunities in many areas of the economy, in clean water, in waste reduction, in reducing greenhouse gases, and in increasing renewable energy sources that are issues that have importance to many jurisdictions in the world, including a number of jurisdictions here today. So with my time here, I'd like to update you on a number of initiatives underway within Ontario and the Ministry of the Environment that should be of significant importance to the green economy. Our proposed cap and trade legislation, a new renewable energy approvals process, and the promotion of industrial partnerships and leadership. We see that these initiatives as part of building a new green economy for Ontario, one that will allow business to profit, create good jobs, green jobs hopefully, and help prepare us for the economic upturn. Climate change, as has already been noted, is definitely a global problem, and that means that Ontario needs to work with other leading provinces and states, with our federal partners, as well as with the U.S. government, as well as other jurisdictions internationally on this. National and international cap and trade system is an effective tool not only for achieving our greenhouse gas reduction targets, but can also encourage innovation and new economic opportunities. Last June, Ontario signed an agreement with Quebec to collaborate on a cap and trade system that is consistent with emerging North American cap and trade systems. And Ontario and Quebec are also joining the Western Climate Initiative, which is targeting the development of a regional cap and trade system with several U.S. states by 2012. Ontario is determined to play a leadership role in developing the cap and trade system that emerges in North America so that we can influence the parameters on which the system is based and ensure a level playing field for our industries. These initiatives not only contributed to our greenhouse gas reduction targets, but they also open new doors for Ontario industry. For example, green energy is a tremendous business opportunity because it taps into a growing market demand for energy from clean, renewable sources and growing public demand for simple ways to conserve energy and create energy. I also want to highlight our Community Go Green Fund, which is a sponsor of today's event. This program provides financial assistance for projects that inform and motivate people to take simple actions that fight climate change. And eligible groups include charitable or environmental organizations, community groups, educational institutions such as this, First Nations communities, and municipalities are also eligible for the program. To date, the program has committed about almost $5 million to about 56 groups across Ontario. Some examples include this conference, but also projects where high school students are designing and implementing renewable energy projects for their schools, and the Biomass Innovation Center, which is the host of this conference, as I mentioned as well. The next round of available funds were announced late last week, and you can also look to the Ministry of Environment's website for more information on our Community Go Green Fund. As has been mentioned, the Green Energy Act is also going to play a significant piece to how the government meets its climate change targets. The Ministry of the Environment is supporting the new Green Energy Act with the new approvals process for renewable energy projects. And some of the key features for that new renewable approach is a one-window point of access to government for renewable projects, clear, transparent requirements for proponents of renewable energy projects, requirements for consultation with the public, with the local communities, and with First Nations, as well as a service guarantee. Bioenergy facilities that use the energy stored in organic matter to generate electricity are some of the projects that we hope to really be promoting through the new renewable energy process in support of the Green Energy Act and its commitments. And this organic matter, as we've heard, can include agricultural residues, animal manure, wood waste, wood chips, and bark. There's a lot of information available to you. I direct you again to our ministry's website on this. It'll also talk there about some of the requirements for approvals for bioenergy projects, which vary depending on the facility location, on the feedstock, and the size. There we go. Ontario is also promoting other partnerships with industry to promote environmental stewardship and the greening of the economy. And I just wanted to touch briefly on Ontario's Environmental Leaders Program. This really is looking at how we can support companies that really are going beyond environmental compliance in terms of their business processes, and looking at how we can encourage and support companies like that. I've noted a number of them on this slide. But really what we're trying to focus here is what can we do to help companies that are really promoting good environmental compliance and commitment to future pollution reduction targets. And what we'll try to do with that is to match that with more and faster approvals on some of the things that they're looking for, and seeing how we can also provide other incentives and benefits to support our environmental leaders. We're also working in partnership with our environmental industry sector and looking at ways which they need to become more sustainable and to how they can grow their businesses in Ontario. We supported the Ontario Environmental Industry Association's study, Ready to Grow, which demonstrated some really practical areas that where we can support the environment industry in terms of our regulatory system, how we can modernize and improve that, how we can also help support our environment industries get their products to market, and how we can also coordinate better our government activities, similar to what we're trying to do with a one-window approach for green energy projects. One of the things that the ministry is doing is, in response to points raised by Ontario's environmental industries and others, is we're really looking at our approvals process and seeing how we can modernize it. We're looking at how we can move it to a streamlined, risk-based approvals process that would really try to deliver on those approvals without compromising environmental protection. And we think that this, if we do it right, should save business time and money by simplifying the approvals for minor, lower-risk activities and allow the ministry really to focus on those areas of higher risk to the environment. So we're really excited that we're getting going with that initiative. Other areas of partnership that Ontario is focusing on is really pursuing innovation in new technologies and how that can help and promote the transition to the green economy. This includes funding through a number of programs administered through the Ministry of Research and Innovation that support technology from the concept phase through to commercialization. So in summary, again, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to speak briefly to you today. Your success is really important to the health and prosperity of Ontarians and to a strong future for our province. And that's why we're doing everything that we can to enable Ontario industry to continue to thrive at home and hopefully to compete on the world economic stage. Thank you.